The Gospel of John, in many ways, stands apart from the synoptic Gospels, Matthew, Mark, and Luke. Why is that? Well, first of all, the Gospel of John is very different with regards to the content that you find in John's Gospel. For instance, John's Gospel is the only Gospel that opens up with this type of prologue that really connects the Logos, the Word, becoming flesh. It connects it even with the Genesis account of the creation of the world. Also, John's Gospel has many interesting insights. It's almost sometimes called the X-ray of Jesus' life, where we find sayings in John's Gospel that you find nowhere else. For instance, the great chapter about Jesus encountering Nicodemus is only found in John's Gospel. When we think of the high priestly prayer of Jesus in John 15, when we think of Jesus' first miracle at the wedding feast of Cana, is only found in John's Gospel. We find the I am statements, the ones that give us a penetrating look at Jesus, only found in John's Gospel. And it's very interesting. John's Gospel is probably the only Gospel that has its thesis statement, so to speak, towards the end of the Gospel, in which John is very clear that the thesis statement found in John chapter 20 is that people reading this Gospel would learn to believe in Jesus as the Christ, and that through the signs that Jesus has done, it points people to see him as the Messiah. And also John's Gospel clearly states that there is many, many, many more stories that could have been told about Jesus that was not included in the Gospel. So the Gospel of John, it's probably the first Gospel most Christians want to read because of the interesting perspective that he gives on Jesus.